The future is now. AI is here. But at what cost? Artificial intelligence is changing the world. It's everywhere, from self-driving cars to smart homes. It's pretty amazing, right? But there's a dark side to all this innovation privacy. As our lives become more intertwined with AI, we're handing over more and more of our personal data. But at what cost? Think about it. AI systems, especially voice assistants like Siri, are constantly listening. They learn our habits, they know our preferences. While this can be convenient, it also raises some serious concerns about who has access to this data and how it's being used. The recent Siri privacy lawsuit brought these concerns to the forefront. It highlighted the urgent need for greater transparency and control over our data in the age of AI. We need to ask ourselves, are we willing to sacrifice our privacy for the convenience of AI? It's a question we all need to grapple with as we enter this brave new world of artificial intelligence. Siri, Apple's voice assistant, is supposed to make our lives easier. You ask a question, Siri answers. Simple, right? But what if Siri is listening even when you don't want it to? That's the allegation at the heart of a recent privacy lawsuit against Apple. Users claimed that Siri was recording their conversations without their consent, not just snippets of commands, but entire conversations. Imagine talking about a confidential work project or a personal health issue, only to find out later that Siri was listening in the whole time. This wasn't just a few isolated incidents either. The lawsuit alleged that this unauthorized recording was happening on a massive scale, affecting millions of users. This raised serious concerns about Apple's commitment to user privacy and the security of their personal data. The lawsuit sent shockwaves through the tech industry and beyond, forcing us to confront the uncomfortable truth about AI. It's not perfect. Even the most sophisticated AI systems can make mistakes, and those mistakes can have serious consequences for our privacy. In 2022, a group of Apple users decided they had had enough. They were tired of feeling like their privacy was being violated. They filed a class action lawsuit against Apple, alleging that Siri was recording their conversations without their knowledge or consent. The lawsuit claimed that Apple was collecting and storing vast amounts of personal data through Siri. This data included not only voice recordings, but also other sensitive information, such as location data and browsing history. The users argued that this was a clear violation of their privacy. They accused Apple of misleading users about how Siri worked and the extent to which their data was being collected. The lawsuit demanded that Apple stop collecting this data without explicit consent. It also sought compensation for the users whose privacy had been violated. This landmark case brought the issue of AI privacy into the spotlight and forced tech companies like Apple to take notice. Siri, like other voice assistants, relies on artificial intelligence to understand and respond to our requests. It uses a process called automatic speech recognition, or ASR, to convert our spoken words into text. This text is then analyzed by a natural language processing, or NLP engine, which tries to understand the meaning and intent behind our words. Siri is designed to activate only when it hears its wake word, such as "Hey Siri." However, like any technology, it's not foolproof. Background noise, similar sounding words, or even software glitches can trigger Siri to start recording unintentionally. This is where the privacy concerns arise. If Siri is recording when it's not supposed to, it could be capturing sensitive conversations that we never intended to share. While Apple has implemented measures to minimize these unintended activations, the Siri privacy lawsuit highlighted the limitations of current technology and the potential for privacy violations. Section 5. I didn't sign up for this. The importance of consent in the age of AI. The Siri privacy lawsuit raised a fundamental question about our relationship with technology. Consent. Just because we use a smartphone or a voice assistant, does that mean we're giving these companies free rein to collect and use our data however they please? The answer, unequivocally, is no. We have a right to know what data is being collected about us, how it's being used, and who it's being shared with. We also have the right to say no. In the case of Siri, many users felt that Apple had not been transparent about its data collection practices. They felt that they had not given their informed consent to having their conversations recorded and analyzed. This issue of consent is not limited to Siri or even to voice assistants. It's a fundamental issue that we need to address as AI becomes more pervasive in our lives. We need to establish clear guidelines for data collection and use, and we need to empower users to make informed choices about their privacy. Section 6. Big Brother is listening. Siri isn't the only one with privacy issues. The Siri Privacy lawsuit brought AI privacy concerns to the forefront, but it's important to remember that Siri is not alone. This is not just an Apple problem, it's an industry-wide issue. Other voice assistants, such as Amazon's Alexa and Google Assistant, have also faced scrutiny over their data collection practices. These systems are constantly listening, and they're collecting vast amounts of data about our lives, but the problem goes beyond voice assistants. Facial recognition software, social media algorithms, and even seemingly innocuous apps are all collecting and analyzing our data. This data can be used to track our movements, predict our behavior, and target us with advertising. The more data we generate, the more valuable we become to these companies. And the fewer privacy protections we have, the more vulnerable we become to exploitation. Section 7. Protecting your privacy, what you can do right now. The thought of our devices listening in on us can be unsettling, but we're not powerless. There are steps we can take to protect our privacy in the age of AI. First, be mindful of what you say and do around your devices. If you're having a sensitive conversation, consider turning off your voice assistant or moving to a different room. Second, review your privacy settings regularly, both on your devices and within apps. You might be surprised at how much data you're unknowingly sharing. Disable any features that you're not comfortable with, and be selective about the information you provide to apps and websites. Third, explore privacy-focused alternatives. There are a growing number of privacy-focused browsers, search engines, and messaging apps available that prioritize user privacy. Finally, support organizations that are fighting for stronger data protection laws. Our collective voice is powerful. By demanding greater transparency and accountability from tech companies, we can create a future where AI works for us, not against us. Section 8. Fighting for our future. The need for strong AI regulations. The rapid advancement of AI presents both incredible opportunities and unprecedented challenges. As AI becomes more sophisticated, it's crucial that we establish clear ethical and legal frameworks to govern its development and deployment. We need strong data protection laws that give individuals greater control over their personal information. This includes the right to know what data is being collected, how it's being used, and who it's being shared with. It also includes the right to have this data deleted. Furthermore, we need to ensure that AI systems are developed and used in a responsible and ethical manner. This means addressing issues such as bias in algorithms and ensuring that AI is used to promote social good, not to perpetuate existing inequalities. Governments and regulatory bodies have a crucial role to play in shaping the future of AI. By enacting comprehensive AI regulations, we can foster innovation while safeguarding fundamental rights and freedoms. Section 9. The future of AI, a balancing act between innovation and ethics. AI has the potential to revolutionize our lives in countless positive ways. From improving healthcare to addressing climate change, the possibilities are limitless. However, the future of AI hinges on our ability to strike a balance between innovation and ethics. We can't allow the pursuit of technological advancement to come at the expense of our privacy and fundamental freedoms. The Siri Privacy lawsuit served as a stark reminder that we must remain vigilant in safeguarding our privacy in the age of AI. It's up to all of us, consumers, tech companies, and policymakers, to work together to ensure that AI is developed and used in a way that benefits humanity as a whole. The future of AI is not predetermined. It's a future that we are actively shaping through our choices and actions today. Let's make it a future where privacy, ethics, and innovation go hand in hand.